Now you should know that. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, I can't hear excellence in ICT. My name is Bernard Avle. I'm the MC for today's program. This is I can call it the unofficial introduction because there will be two introductions. After 20 minutes, we'll pretend I don't know you. Trustly. Those at home will be very excited, but we are all putting everything together first. So thank you for being on time. Because of the live nature of the program, we've had to delay the start so that when we start, all the TV stations will go live at the same time, particularly because stations like GTV have programs they've already programmed. So the president is ready, but we've told him to wait. It's not because you are not important. We just want to synchronize everything. You cannot launch a 1 million coders program with only 50 people or 100 people. So we need the whole country to be part. So please bear with us. Number two, this program is happening simultaneously in 4 regions. So we're joined from the Bono region, the Ashanti region, and the Upper East region. And they will be live with us as well. At some point in the program, we'll talk to them, is that we will do some brief performances just to manage the time. And then as soon as you use the restroom, there are basically 2 exits. There's one that you came through, there's another exit here. And the restroom basically is on the left side of the building. This facility is one of the facilities to be would essentially go and see what they're doing as well. It's actually a very brief program, so please bear with us in terms of the waiting time as well. We want to thank all the media partners for joining us. We have a tall list of special guests which we would introduce, but I feel it's better to introduce you when the TV is on so that people will know you are here. I don't want to waste the introduction. We also have a few protocol things. The cultural troupe to give us 10 minutes. 10 minutes, is that bad? 10 minutes? It's 10:27. So by 10:40, we should be ready to kick off because the president's already waiting for us to start. So let me invite the Adjoa Yeboah. Sorry, before that, by the way, if you need any information, where are the ashes now? If you need any help, we have, yes, the ladies with the kente sashes. They are here to assist you. If you need any help, please see them. I want to urge us to clear the doorway as well so that everybody will be sat before the president comes. So Adjoa Yeboah J Group, please take over for the next 10 minutes. Put your hands together for them. Thank you very much. Come on, put your hands together one more time for the Ajua Yeboe J troop. Thank you so much. Would like to once again announce that this is the unofficial intro because of live television and radio program coverage. We've told the president to come, but this was all planned. I'd like to invite Nana Sase. He was to do one performance, but now you're closet. So Nana, I'll be praying for you. One of Ghana's most eloquent poets, great guy, great ambassador for the nation.
Ago. Name names or call titles lest he misses one and be made to pay a fine. What about an elder? Even in the ring of elders, hefty things in very fleeting words. And so pay attention. Our elders say that when a child learns to wash his hands well, then he eats with the elders. What happens to an elder who does not know how to wash his hands? So who truly tells who an elder is? I learned that the beard is the broom with which our elders gather wisdom. Our elders rinse their beards in the dew to lose the pigment of youth. Mind you, when you meet an elder who totes no beard, he might have picked all of life's experiences. Sit with him and learn a few words. I came to speak of Ghana. I speak of Ghana and I think of the drum. So, they say a man beats his chest because he has no drum. Sure of his footing, he beats his chest and dares life to bring on its worst. And so I stand in the feet of Ghana and I beat my chest. I say we are a force that is full. We are actually a storm which speed is not able to be calculated because we are storm guns. Welcome to this place where in the big that when any matter is bigger than the world, yenti enunyankopon nwenentoma te se dia mehyi eni kente e de se asase finfini asem bi kire won so a omomra na yensane mfama won ago fiha. And so what would warrant that a young one like me is ambushed to stand before his elders and begin to call their boast one after the other and ensure once we carve the sons with nimble dance and not bare bones. I came to pour libation, not with water. I pour libation to our ancestors. We have invoked them too many times, they hardly have time to be dead. It is high time we start invoking our living, and you save a little bit for myself so that when I am done, I can also cut a drink. For in the cutting of a drink, we have sober moments of reflection. And then we have thoughts with which to serve our nation. And so I dare tell you that on the day when you were sent from the spaces of the divine, offer them due. Due is the libation our ancestors pour over our heads. And so every morning we wake up and we realize that the paths to our farms are wet with their directions so that we find our ways. Na wuwia wodi etuabo bo akere won kontabu se ne obi ba fie be ye patapa yenya asumdwe asem dia ka kire would play with the children with gold nuggets and then teach them to count with bullets so that when anybody attacks you with violence, you know how to send them with a message of peace. This is the space the Creator gave us. I dare say the Creator gave you beautiful thoughts. They say that a good pillow, gentle, to receive your head, then you wake up with good thoughts. Then you are able to make meaningful contributions to these steps of life. Ago. And so from this same beautiful place, I dare tell you, this is the place where earth and sea and sky meet. So that even when the lights and technology fail, I will not beat the drums. I will not even clap my hands. I beat my chest, and I promise on my honor to be faithful and loyal to Ghana, my motherland. Pledge myself. The chest is as good as any animal's skin. And they ask you who's the place where? You come from the place where earth cooks its food and sends to the rest of the clans. You come from this place where they could not decipher our steps, and so they chose to call it dance. Ago. It is true, I agree. But it's simply because as a people our dreams are heavier. Our dreams are heavier. And so we are actually hoping that eventually we find those skilled hands of those midwives, let's call it leadership. Fantastic. I think we are getting there. Who will place us in these incubators of fantastic ideas, and then finally we'll begin to find our feet and do very amazing things, very difficult things for which we can beat our chest. Difficult things as placing one foot in front of the other, for that is the only way we will conquer mountains. This music that says, Seniwa Dedende, Seniwa Dedende, Seniwa. Like when the mother vulture went out to call its child to come home to eat. Now, Mother Ghana is calling you and you and you to put our best at her service. Do not clap your hand, it attracts too much attention. Do not stamp your feet, it will raise the dust. When you want to make a solemn promise, lift your hand to the sky. When you bless the Creator, beat your chest. You feel the reverb of your humanness, and then you learn to celebrate earth. Trust the earth. Only now is guaranteed. The next step is no freedom. And so trust where you stand. It is by no mistake your seat was meant for you. Sanda Zua, Akwaba. I could welcome you in different tongues at once. My people.
Oh, guys, come on. Oh, after all of this, you know, when we were young, they used to say, Koku, you are talking too much. Koku, you are talking too much. Now you see what talking can do. You are waiting for a president for 20 minutes and you need a talker. And you have a few more announcements. When the president comes, we'll rise, welcome him. He will remain standing with us. We'll have the national anthem rendered from up there. If for some technical reason it fails, you have to sing it. It's down. We'll welcome him. We have just because of the multi-sectoral. So agric is a sector, finance is a sector, but all of them need digital communications and that type of thing. So we have a lot of ministers here. I'll be introducing, if I make a mistake, don't get angry, from other government institutions. But the program itself is very, very short. As we've said, we are joined by 3 regions, the Bono region, the Upper East. Just 45 minutes will be out of your way. So I'm going to ask the DJ to give us 5 minutes of music. When I get the signal from the president's team that is coming, I'll be back here. And a launch of the something, something, something. Just be happy, clap, shout. It's very important. Because we want to start, like, you know, from the Art Center Accra, this is what you know, then we clap. So I'll give you the sign. Can we practice it? So the president has come, he greets Samuel George, greets people, then he stands, national anthem, then he sits down. Then I'll say, and now live from the Kofi Annan ICT Center in Accra, this is the launch of the 1 million coders. So this is what we are going to do. So thank you very much indeed. So we'll be back soon. Thank you. Shall we rise and respectfully receive the President? President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, accompanied by Sector Minister, will remain standing, putting our hands together, and will all remain standing. Please be seated. And so, from the Ghana launch of the 1 Million Coders program, thank you very much. This program is in fulfillment of the President's 120-day social contract with Ghanaians under the auspices of the Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation. We are here gathered to launch this very important program in Accra. Simultaneously joining us are students in 4 regions. I'd like to acknowledge our guests joining. We're also joined by students in the Bono region, capital of Sunyai. Let's put our hands together for the folks in Sunyai. We also have students joining us from Kumasi in the Ashanti region, eagerly participating. Put your hands together for them. And of course, we have students here at the Kofi Annan Center in 2 classrooms. There's no camera there. They don't even know the president will go there, so don't tell them. But let's put our hands together for them. We're also live on almost all the TV and radio stations in the country, and we're also live online streaming this very important program. This program is under the auspices of the Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation. I'd like to first introduce for acknowledgement the Sector Minister, Honorable Samuel Nate George, who is also Member of Parliament for Ningo Prampram. To demonstrate the multi-sectoral nature of this, there are a very big number of ministers joining us. We'd like to acknowledge Minister for... We're privileged to also have the Minister for... And of course, our Regional Minister and MP for Shai Osudoku, Linda Akweli Oklu. Thank you, Madam. We are also privileged to have as well the Minister for Employment, Jobs and Labor Relations, MP for West Central, Honorable Rashid Pelpuo. And of course, Member of Parliament for Jomoro, the Honorable Dorcas Afro Tofe is also here with us. And at the risk of boring you, because this program is so important, we want to acknowledge some of our partners here at once. So we establish that and move on with the program. So I'd like the ministry are here, led by their Chief Director, Alexander Yao Afo, and his team. Country Director for Smart Africa, Dr. Osman Issa. The Director of the Digital Youth Village, University of Ghana, Professor Olivia Kwapong. The Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, Professor Nana Abba Amfo. Privileged to also have the acting CEO of MTN and other executives of the company, Antoinette Kofi, Chairman of the Public Services Commission, Professor Victor Kwame Adjeman. We also have one of my favorite names now, Director of GIFEC, Dr. Rashid Tanko. I didn't know computer was part of your name. So apparently, is it on your Ghana card? It was on TV, Dr. Rashid Tanko, computer. Wonderful. If you want your child to be very smart, name him computer or name him ICT or something. Also, Director of DPC, Dr. Arnold Kavapuo, DG of the NCA Deputy, Eta Mosore. We also have the senior advisors and country lead for TBI, Samuel Entwijeche. And of course, we have the director and other directors of the ministry. I also want to finally acknowledge the founder and head of the mission of Diaspora Africa Forum, Excellency Erica Bennett, who's been with us in all our important programs. Let's put hands together for all of them. Thank you very much. We'd like to set off by inviting our sector minister to set the scene and contextualize the importance of the 1 Million Coders program. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Minister for Communications, Digital Technology and Innovation, Samuel Nate George. Thank you.
Thank you very much and good morning. Your Excellency, the President John Dramani Mahama, Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Ministers of State here and present, presidential staffers, Regional Minister for Greater Accra, and the regional ministers in the Ashanti, Bono, and Upper East region, honorable members of parliament here and gathered, members of the diplomatic corps, representatives of our development partners, heads of institutions, directors in the ministry, executives from the NDC party headquarters, industry pioneers, our bright young minds, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, civil society advocates, distinguished guests, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. I stand before you today with immense pride and a deep sense of purpose as we gather for the official launch in Ghana's digital journey. This is not just a program. It is a promise to our youth, to our future, and to the idea that no Ghanaian should be left behind in the digital age. Let me take this moment to extend a heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you. Your presence here today, whether as a policymaker, partner, industry leader, traditional authority, educator, or young, all who honored our invitation and made the time to join us for this important milestone. The 1 Million Coders program stands as a flagship initiative of the John Dramani Mahama government, driven by a simple but powerful objective to equip our young people with the digital skills they need, builders and problem solvers who will shape the future of this nation with code in their hands and opportunity in their sights. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Coders program, which has been touted as a bold initiative by our international partners to train 1 million Ghanaians in coding and digital skills, empowering them to thrive in the rapidly growing business process outsourcing and knowledge process outsourcing ecosystems. We have quickly moved to turn this vision into action, to equip our youth for the future of work through the 1 Million Coders program. Please note that this is happening within the 120-day social contract period, and it tells you how committed and focused His Excellency the President is. This is a bold step towards resetting and building the Ghana we want together, a Ghana of opportunities, innovation, and prosperity for all. I firmly believe we are at a defining point in Ghana's digital journey, a moment where resetting Ghana is not just necessary, but urgent. This is a call to action, to transform our economy, create sustainable jobs, and invest boldly in our people. We must harness science, technology, and innovation, not as buzzwords, but as tools for inclusive growth. The 1 Million Coders program is designed to do exactly that. Bridge the gap between what is taught in classrooms and what the job market demands, to boost digital literacy nationwide and equip our youth to compete and thrive on the global stage. The world is rapidly evolving, driven by technology and innovation. From artificial intelligence to blockchain, to mobile apps and cloud computing, digital skills are no longer optional. They are essential for survival in today's economy. Yet far too many, only 7% of the youth have access to structured digital training. And across sub-Saharan Africa, nearly 60% of our young people lack foundational digital skills. This gap isn't just a missed opportunity, it's a barrier to progress, and we must break it down. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the 1 Million Coders program will provide comprehensive training in coding and digital skills initially in 4 locations and later spread out nationwide. Ghana India Kofi Annan Center of Excellence in ICT, where we are this morning, is leading the content creation and training to create a uniform training ecosystem for all Ghanaians, irrespective of the part of our country in which they reside. The initial courses for the manager, Certified Data Protection Expert, Certified Data Protection Officer, Certified Data Protection Professional, and Data Analyst Associate. Mr. President, we planned to do the pilot with 260 students. But within the first 4 hours of announcing, we had over 4,000 applications. We decided to do a double track and do 547 applications. This speaks to the visionary nature of your plan and vision to transform our digital ecosystem. All the courses published for this program will have fundamentals of coding embedded in the course delivery. There will also be elective coding courses to be run as part of the entire program, and all the courses will be run simultaneously in all the 24-hour economy policy. Ghana faces a youth unemployment rate of over 12%, and yet the digital economy is projected to create millions of new jobs across Africa by 2030. By partnering with the private sector, we're not only expanding access to opportunity, but also ensuring relevance. Training 1 million coders is more than a number. It's a commitment to innovation, problem solving, and preparing our youth to drive Ghana's industrialization and economic diversification from the front lines. The benefits of this initiative are numerous. By creating a pool of, we'll also be able to improve the quality of our educational system, increase digital literacy, and enhance our nation's competitiveness in the global economy. Ladies and gentlemen, this initiative is designed to level the playing field. It will open doors for individuals from disadvantaged backgrounds, those too often excluded from the digital economy, to gain the skills and knowledge they need to succeed. In Ghana, nearly 1 in 5 youth are not in education, employment, or training, and this will be factored under this program. To the young people of our nation, I say that this initiative is a call to action. We need your creativity, your passion, and your talent to drive innovation and entrepreneurship in our nation. I encourage you to take advantage of this opportunity and become part of the next generation of coders. To our international partners who have shown extreme goodwill, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft, the ALX, Tony Blair Institute, and several other partners who have expressed willingness, we say thank you for believing in the vision of President John Dramani Mahama and your collaboration as key partners in this journey. To our youth, our stakeholders, and every guest present, you are part of this vision. On behalf of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama and the entire Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, I once again warmly welcome you to this important occasion. We are honored by your presence and energized by your commitment. Together, let us code the future of Ghana and Africa. Welcome, thank you, and God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Wow. Wow. I think he deserves better. He's very gentle. Obia when master. Especially when your master used to be the minister of your sector. You can't come and talk anything. So the jata is tame. Thank you so much. We'd like to invite one of Ghana's greatest wordsmiths, Nana Asase, to come and lay the foundation for the arrival of the president's speech. Put your hands together for Nana Asase.
When the music is good, dance, it's because I have curated music good enough for your dancing feet. Make sure that your steps, child. Growing up was a dream. I'm here, I'm still moving on. I call it harsh reality. I have simply come to learn that sleep is. It is only when we sleep that we have dreams, my people. And so all men sleep. Yet, when those of us allowed to sleep do, dreams are the preserve of the chosen. And so, all men sleep. The chosen will dream yet. The third strain of life chooses to wake up and lend feet to cause all of us to go. So say, this is a time. So it is good to have you. This is a time. So it is good to have your future leaders trained now. Your future leaders trained now. Have them vision the future the way. Have them vision the future the way it should go. My people, if we were in a race and I was to hand the baton over to the future, I would choose the hand to the future. I would choose the hand with which to receive the baton from the runner who goes before me, for my place is only held temporarily. My people, which is older temporarily? My people, which is older, the egg or the hen? Simply says, between the egg and the hen, each one of them is too small to hold itself fully, so each holds a part of the other that we decide to send messages to the future. We decide to send messages to the future from now. We have chosen a million ways to beautifully do it by allowing young people to own the future, sending messages and saying, dear future, this is Ghana in the 21st century. See you in a few years' time. And these seeds we sow today would have rippled across the sands of the world. 1 million coders. 1 million coders. Okay. 1 million. All the big English we will speak today and all the fantastic mighty ocean. Into computer and kitten would eventually ensure that Ghana takes mighty ocean. Into computer and kitten would eventually ensure that Ghana takes its place on the digital maps of the world and leave our foot. All the beautiful things we do now will still stand the test of time. Now, it simply says we are creating employment for steel pool with a pebble dropped in there. The ripples are so strong. Ago. He to him what is good is not good. Our elders say let him sniff a little alligator pepper and see how he likes it. I'm a young man, and I believe that if we had 1 million storytellers to send our messages to the future in languages that we might not understand reading from the books, my people, we would have simply secured our future. And so it takes a man to know that when he has gone to bed, returning into this dance is not guaranteed. And so that is how legacy starts for Ghana. 1 million. 1 million coders are more than 1 million we have in Ghana today. So do not forget the back without which there is no front. Sankofa. Sankofa is the only principle through which our ancestors have brought us up to this evening for the generations yet to come. When they get here, they will point their fingers at us, whether it will be the left or the right. It is our decision to make now. What would warrant that a man will stretch his hands and shake you? Would it be an insult or it would be a greeting? What the future does to us would be our decision to make now. My people, so imagine I am Ghana. I am a carpenter building a big ark so that all my people will be safe because the floods are coming. And then I take, with all the pan, my hammer and hit all the nails in the right places like we are choosing to do today. Then the future is safe and secure. Intiminiano, computer and kitty. One tiasie, ni ponwa, ushiamia, bisami wuchimo. And maybe I would explain it to you in Dagbani, and then this could go in Ghana, and then all our ways will be preserved in the spaces of technology beyond what our ancestors dreamt. You see, this life is simply that reality. We woke up from nothingness in eternity to sleep into the present. I take that again. This life is simply that dream. We woke up from nothingness in eternity to sleep into reality. We will not clap to attract attention. Like I said, we will not stamp that Ghana will work, making us that the leader is evaluate what you put in. Future, secure. I'm the writer king who sips communion wine from the calabash. I did not come to pour libation. Your Excellency, you have outdone yourself this time. Why do I ask for this, my people? When a king sits in a palanquin and it is stationary, he throws his hands, then it is an illusion that he is in the air. Unfortunately, he will have to be carried so that he is seen. This idea, beautiful, goes nowhere. Where do we go from here, Ghana? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? So many questions to be answered. Is he here? Therefore, I beg you, maybe you should bring him up so that when all those questions are answered, I can simply and confidently.
Amazing. He said, computer and kitty. When he said 1 million, you woke up, you thought it was 1 million Ashanti votes. You thought you were doing your old job. You didn't know you have changed. When he said 1 million, the guy said, Channel 1, GTV, Wezo TV, Ashanti, Volta, and all through the country. You are here live at the launch of the 1 Million Coders program. We just had a poetic interregnum. It's now time to receive our special, to receive His Excellency to bring us.
Thank you. Please resume your seats. Yeah. Thank you very much. Let me proceed on the protocol established by the minister and just say, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. At this rate, it will appear that I should register a copyright with this Nkiti name. Like a lot of money with that. And so, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today marks, but we're laying a foundation for a new economy. We're declaring with boldness and purpose that Ghana is ready to lead in the digital age. We're saying to our youth, to our communities, to the continent, and to the world that the future is here and will be part of shaping it. The 1 Million Coders program is not just a fulfilled skills critical for 21st century life and work. It is an intentional move towards building a knowledge-based, innovation-driven economy, one where our greatest resource, our people, are equipped to create solutions, generate jobs, and be able to compete globally. At the heart of this initiative is our belief in Ghanaian youth. We believe in your creativity, your resilience, and your boundless potential. This program is an investment in our youth, an investment in their future as coders, as analysts, as entrepreneurs, and as tech pioneers. When I asked for your mandate to serve once more as president, I made a promise that our national recovery will be people-centered, social, economic, and digital. Today, we begin breaking down those barriers. Over the next 4 years, the 1 Million Coders program, cybersecurity to data analytics and networking. These are not just technical abilities, they are economic passports, pathways to decent jobs, entrepreneurship, and long-term social economic inclusion. We do not walk this path alone. Across the globe, nations that recognize the power of coding early have positioned themselves for extraordinary progress. Take Estonia, for example. As low as primary schools. Today, Estonia is a global leader in digital governance and innovation with one of the world's most digitally integrated societies. In the United Kingdom, since 2014, children as young as 5 have been learning basic programming. This initiative has helped build a new generation of problem solvers and digital creators. Finland has gone a step further, integrating coding into a broader interdisciplinary learning approach. This model doesn't just teach coding, it teaches young people how to think critically, solve complex problems, and work collaboratively, skills that are essential in every sector of life. Japan has blended coding into its science and maths curriculum, encouraging students to apply digital tools to real, with growing support from the private sector and government for nationwide digital literacy. These are not just anecdotes, these are blueprints, and we're adapting the best of them to suit the Ghanaian context. Ladies and gentlemen, let us consider what this means. The market was valued at $410 billion. and is projected to reach almost 500 billion by 2029. Countries like India and Philippines dominate this space, offering services in software development, data management, customer support, and more. Ghana has the potential to be Africa's premier business processing outsourcing hub. We're strategically located on the Greenwich Meridian. We're English-speaking, and we have a vibrant, tech-savvy youth population. With the right digital skills and infrastructure, our young people can attract outsourced jobs from around the world, jobs that pay well and keep families and communities thriving right here at home. The second, entrepreneurship and innovation. Coding skills will enable our youth to create apps, to launch startups, develop digital solutions to our local problems. In this digital era, one idea can transform an entire community, and one startup can create hundreds of jobs. The third point, education and lifelong learning. Through learning, the Honorable Minister for Communications is already working closely with the Minister of Education to integrate digital literacy and coding into our university and technical school curricula. The aim of this is clear, is to make digital education not just a short-term initiative, but a permanent strategic part of our educational system. And the fourth point, inclusion. Digital transformation must not leave any equity, ensuring access for rural communities, for women, and for persons with disability, and others who are often left on the periphery. The first cohort of 560 trainees launching today in Accra, Kumasi, Sunyani, and Bogatanga already reflects our commitment to gender balance and regional inclusivity. Moreover, within just 48 hours of opening applications, 90,000. This overwhelming response is a powerful reminder of the hunger for opportunity and the urgency of the task ahead of us. Municipal and district assemblies. This decentralized approach ensures that no matter where you live, we're also building the digital infrastructure required to support this vision, from broadband expansion to the provision of devices and learning platforms. Every layer of this initiative has been designed for scale. We're changing the national narrative from one of limitations to one of limitless potential. From a country that consumes imported technologies to a country that creates its own. From young people waiting for jobs, ready country, Ghana. It's for you. Take it and own it. Let this be your launchpad into innovation, entrepreneurship, and global relevance. Let this be the bridge between your dreams and the opportunities of the digital age. You're not just participants in this initiative, you are the architects of Ghana's digital future. To our partners, current and future, we thank you for believing in Ghana and investing in our people. Your support amplifies our efforts and accelerates our progress. And I call on more organizations, both local and international, to speed, vision, and diligence with which you have pursued this project. You've not only brought a manifesto promise to life, you have ignited hope in millions of young Ghanaian hearts. My fellow citizens, technology is not just a tool, it is a force for equality inclusively. It can rebuild our institutions, connect our communities, and transform our economy. But to achieve this, it must be accessible to all and guided by clear national purpose. This is that purpose. This is Ghana's moment to rise, to lead, to shape the future. And so with pride and with faith in the extraordinary potential of the Ghanaian people, it is my honor and privilege to officially declare the 1 Million Coders program duly launched. The one on the birthday cakes doesn't take this long. May this serve as a beacon of opportunity for every Ghanaian and a bold statement to the world that Ghana is ready. I thank you, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Oh, come on, put your hands together one more time for His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana. Thank you so much. And please be seated. So when we say 1 million coders, what is the response? Empowering Ghanaians with the skills of the future. Can we practice it? Or is it a mouthpiece? 1 million coders. So here are the next few steps. We would invite 3 photographs. The first one, the President and the ministers here present. Then our government agency partner CEOs will take a picture with the President. And then our private sector partner CEOs will also take a picture with the President. After that, the President will leave to inspect the lessons in 2 of the classrooms. Don't tell them we are coming. This is very important indeed. So I would like to thank all of you and then prepare the stage for the minister to bring his colleague ministers to take the first group of photos. So Minister Sam, please come with your colleague ministers to join the President. After that, we would have government agencies. You will join us, including the director of this place, you will join. Then our private sector CEOs, including the MTN, C-Square, Telecel, and all the partners, CEOs. So those are the 3 photos we're taking. So this is the first one, the ministers and the MP. I'd invite CEOs of state agencies, GIFEC, NCA, VC of Legon, and public institutions that are partnering on the project CEOs. So thank you, ministers. Please take your seat. Mr. President, please stay. Minister, please stay. We want Dr. Thanko, the rest of you, CEOs of government agencies partnering the project. Yes, some can climb up as well. And then after that, I would invite the CEOs of MTN or their rep, Telecel, C-Squared, Estelle, and the other private sector partners whose names I have not mentioned to join and have the national anthem before His Excellency will leave us to do the inspection. So this is the second batch of photos. Thank you. Please take your seat. Final group, private sector agency CEOs partnering the project. So Patricia, Telecel, Estelle, Dr. Erica Bennett, please join us. Excellency, GIZ, UNESCO, please join us as well. So this includes development partners. UNESCO and other MOBEX, the MOBEX team, please join us as well. Some of you can go up. Alain and co from the MOBEX, which is happening in May, as a follow-up here. Please join us at the back for the final photo. When we are done, we would all go back to our seat and stand for the national anthem, after which the minister will escort the President to inspect the lessons going on. We'd like to thank all of you for attending upon this very important program, and you will hear more as the new faces are launched. So you may all, cameramen, you may all resume your seats. Mr. President, please go back to your seat. Thank you. So when we are done, sector minister and regional minister and ministers will accompany the President to the inspection. The program is not over. I want to please clear the exit. To send the president to the 2 lecture halls, and the rest of us afterwards can also go and see what's happening. Thank you so much for joining us here. We'll see you next time. Have a good afternoon.
Is there, and then as Ghanaian businesses also go in there, because we're trying to take Ghanaian tech startups into those countries. So when they go there, for example,
Where are you now?